Whoops, got to set my camera up better. That's a bit better. Okay, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to be drawing and painting that very cute little rabbit that you see in the top left hand side of the screen. I'm just going to set my other camera up here quickly so I can film it to make a short video of. Video. There we go. Awesome, turn my lights on and we are ready to go. So today I'm going to be drawing and painting that very cute little rabbit you see in the top left of the screen. I'm going to just quickly plug my phone in as well because then my battery won't go flat. There we go. We good? Okay. Whoops, my camera's moved again. Ooh. I need to stick that down a bit better, don't I? Okay. Whoop. Golly gosh. Okay. So, got my pencil here. Got my reference photo up next to me. So we are going to start by drawing the basic outline. So get the pencil with some lead in it would be a good idea. It's always a positive start. That one. Has it got lead in it? Oh, golly gosh, that was a big bit of lead. Okay, we won't worry about that one. We'll get this one. That's better. And we're going to start with the basic sort of outline. And you can see his head and his ear, the width of his head and the height of his ear are the same length. So start by doing the one ear first. And he's a very simple drawing. Hello, Joe. Oh, my pleasure. It arrived okay. Very good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm very glad to hear it, Dale. I was wondering if it had got there all okay. I've got to quickly log into my other computer. I'm glad you like it, Dale. I'm so glad you like it. Yeah, I thought you've been so loyal, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to chuck in a few extras. Just got to get my Twitch up on my TV here. Where is it? On my screen, I mean. That way I can do the comments in there. Is it going to work? There we go. So how have you been anyway, Dale? How have you been? Get into my studio. Just bear with me. Sorry, guys. I should have set this all up beforehand, but I had my hair cut this morning, and I completely didn't set anything up. There we go. So now it's all set up. So now this little rabbit, he's got his ear. That ear is the same size but downward. So I'll just mark the bottom where the bottom of the ear is, and I draw that shape down. And I've only got an hour. I've got to go into work a bit earlier today. So this will be quite a reasonably simple stream. So I picked a simple picture that we could all have fun doing. Now, he's got his face, his head's on a little bit of a tilt. Oops, and I dropped my pencil. Head's on a little bit of a tilt. And his ear's a bit longer. I'm going to make his ears a bit longer. Just a fraction. I've just realised that I've got to have his chin lower. Hello, Shane. Oh, they're awesome. Oh my goodness. They are the most gorgeous animals. They are the most gorgeous creatures. And I was so surprised because I went down there because one of the ponies had crawled under the fence to get into the grass in the next paddock. So I had to go down there to move the pony, and that kangaroo was standing there with her little Joey in her pouch. Oh my God. If you haven't seen it, Joe, just check out my Instagram. I've actually put it as a short as well. I went down to move a pony last night, and there was a kangaroo with a Joey in her pouch. Oh my God, she was the most beautiful little thing. I mean, we always get kangaroos, but to have one with a little new Joey was just the sweetest, sweetest. So she had a young kangaroo next to her and her Joey. Is it hot there? It's going to be 30 degrees today, so but we're expecting storms as well. So storms and 30. You've got to love it. It's warm enough to go. I've been doing swimming laps every day, so I've been doing my swimming, trying to get a bit fitter. So it's been warm, quite warm weather. So now I can see the back of this bunny comes down about halfway around the ear. Super cute, Joey. I know, they are the cutest little muffins. Oh my goodness. I mean, I see them every day, but it was just so special. But to see a Joey like it's spring, spring has sprung. I gotta love spring. You gotta love spring. So I'm just doing the basic outline. Now you can't really see his feet at all. I can see the very fronts of his toes, so I'll just draw in his toes. You can see the bit of that leg, but I'm not going to worry so much. Like that. They are so cute. I might even, he's sitting on hard ground, but I'm going to pop some grass around him just because I think the grass will make it look softer. I'm going to move it a bit to the right too so he's a bit more central in the page. Whoops. Oh, my camera hasn't, there we go. That's a bit better. So, he's got a patch of fur here. He's got a stripe of fur coming down here. Very cold in the UK. Hello, Lana. How are you, doll? Yeah, no, we're definitely in the throes of summer. Summer's brewing. Summer's definitely a brewing. And I like the warmer weather when I don't have to work. I'm not good at working in the heat. It's hot and sweaty, I tell you. Which means we're probably going to have an incredibly intensely hot summer if it's not even quite summer yet. Super adorable. Thank you. Yeah, if it's not even summer yet and we're already at 30 degrees. So we're probably going to have a 40 plus summer. But yeah, we've got 30 in storms today. So I come down. I'm just going to erase that original line because I'm not happy with it now. Have I got that ear the same length? I need to lengthen this ear a fraction as well. How's your day so far? It is lovely. It is a lovely day. I've just had my hair cut. So I've had some layers put in my hair. And I am going into work a little bit early today. So I thought I'll do something simple, something easy. So I thought I would do this cute little bunny. Just had a brain glitch and was like, how do you know now how summer will be? Oh, your hair looks nice. So your nails are so pretty. Oh, thank you. I love sparkles. I do love sparkles. Um, so yeah, no, we have, cause of the severe weather we have in Australia, we get warnings. Or like we were told a month ago what our season's going to be like. They can already tell by the way the ocean's working, by the way the weather is. Like they're already having 40 plus degree days up north. So that means they're going to hit up near the 50 in the depths of summer because they always get 10 degrees hotter than us. But they've already said severe fire risk, severe heat risk, like heat waves, no rain. Like that's, right, we'll get storms, but we won't get rain. We'll just have dry lightning. They call it dry lightning. So yeah, super hot and dry. We're already preparing. Like they've already told us prepare. Because we're rain dependent. We don't have tank water. We only have rainwater. Won't be too bad. I hope not. Oh, that's okay. Well, that's Australia. That's just Australia. That's just what it's like that here. That's just how it's always been. We get told to prepare early, which is not a bad thing. Super hot in South Australia. Yeah, you guys are hotter than us. You guys are even hotter than us. So I'm going to wet my brush, and I am going to start with my colour now. I'm going to clean my palette a little bit, and I am going to start with a little touch. I still want you to survive. Oh, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We've survived this far. We've lived through a few bushfires. I shouldn't jinx myself though. Anyway, so I'm going to start with transparent sienna. And I'm just going to go around the trim and edge of his ear. So what time is it now? It's 9:45. And I'm going to just block in. I've got to start work at 10:30. So this is going to be I just needed to stream because yesterday my stream collapsed. Our internet was down. They're doing works on the lines and the internet, so we had lost connection. So I couldn't do a live. I could only do a premiere. which isn't quite the same. I love doing me lives. I love hanging out with you guys and having a chat. There's nothing quite like having a chat. So this is, I thought I'll do a simple, easy, fun watercolour sketch that anybody can do. They're just a basic little shape. He's basically a circle within a circle. So nice and easy, and he'll just be a handful of layers. I'll leave the white of the paper as the light of his fur, so I'll have to do a background so you can see the contrast with his lights and darks. But I'll give him like a greenish background, you can see, because he's got all white. It's all pretty much white at the front. So just the first layer of transparent sienna on the front, like that. It goes down onto his cheek a little bit. For some reason, I live in a super dry area of Germany, and while all around as everywhere had rain, we had none. Wow! The town 10 kilometres from us got flooded, and oh, we had some wind. The weather is all over the place. Yes, it has been extreme. It has been extreme. We have had, it's just, yeah, the weather's weird. There is no ifs or buts about it. The weather's changing. The weather patterns are all changing. So I'm going to do a blue around the back of the rabbit. And I'm using a mixed media paper today. I'm using my Stillman and Byrne book. I went through, I cleaned out my art room yesterday because I couldn't do art because, well, I could do art, but I couldn't stream. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to clean my art room. So I went through all of my art supplies and I found a few books that I still have. So I'm like, woohoo! I'm going to um, pull out my old art books and fill them up because there's a few books that I haven't filled up yet. I'm curious now. Was using some mixed media lately too. Yeah, I love these books. The Stillman and Byrne, brilliant. I've always loved them. They really handle the paper. They paint well. They handle any media well. They're a sort of a mid-range texture. They're not a heavy grained paper, but I love them. I literally use them for everything. I use them for my sketches. Like I take them with me for my outdoor plein air sketches. When I go to the zoo and stuff, I take my Stillman and Byrne. They are the best, my favourite. Some does well, yeah. Most are pretty smooth. Yeah, these are lovely. You've got a choice. You can go the smooth, you can go the pure drawing, you can go the mixed media. I always go the mixed media because I do drawing and painting, and I've used acrylic on this, and it holds up really well. Um, they're quite expensive here in Australia. I have no idea what they're worth in Europe. I think they're in a European-based brand. I'm not 100% sure. I think maybe they're English, the Stillman and Byrne, but I highly recommend them as a really hardy book. Um, and I like these ring binders. So they're what do you call it? They're archival quality, so they do not degrade. So I've got paintings that I've had. I just leave them in the book unless I want to frame them. I've got paintings at 10 years and they're still intact and really good and really flat. But yeah, I really love it. And you can see how it holds the colour really well. Like it holds the pigment beautifully. And it doesn't bleed through. It's just lovely to use. So highly recommend Stillman and Byrne. Now I'm going to do underneath him, I'm going to do olive green. I'll start with an olive green. Actually, no, I won't. I'll start with a sap green, but I'm using you inspired me, Lana. I'm using my Art Spectrum colours. So this is my Art Spectrum green, sap green. Quite thick. I'll go over it with my olive green to add some grassy textures, but I just need to have this to the contrast of the white fur on the bunny. They have a huge selection. Yes, I've tried all of them. I've tried their tinted papers. I've tried their medium grain. I've tried. Yeah, I found my favourite. Which one is this? I've just got to check which one this is. This is the. It says it on it. Can I see it? Oh, I can't see it. Hang on. This one is the. Whoops. Delta. The Delta series. I've knocked your camera. No, we're good. Yeah, this one's a Delta series. So it's my favourite because it's tough. It's hard paper. It's nice, strong paper. They have tinted. Yes, they do. I'm not sure. I saw them in the shops here. Hahnemuhl is really dominating. Yeah, I've tried Hahnemuhl. I'm not as impressed with it. I tried it. I like it, but I like this better. Yeah, I'm definitely a Stillman and Burn girl if I have a choice. But it is expensive here. Like this book was like $40, and you get 16 or 17 pages. Okay, but it is worth it because you can keep it and it lasts forever, and it's all of the good things. I got that. I'm not impressed by the normal Hahnemuhl. Oh, that yeah, they have new cotton ones. Ooh, okay. Recently priced, reasonably priced in the UK. That's good to know, Joe. Well, I recommend them. They are like I'm happy with the quality for like even saleable quality. So I'm going to make up a brown, a blue, a brown, actually a dark brown. I'm going to go burnt umber, and I'm going to go indigo. So burnt umber and indigo to make a really dark pupil colour. And I'm going to leave the highlight as the white of the paper. The white on the pupil is the white of the paper. It's my go-to for everything mix. It is my go-to grey mix is burnt umber and any of the blues. Burnt umber and cobalt generally, it makes a nice light grey, but you can see that is almost black. You don't need to own a black paint. You just have to have a blue and a brown, a burnt umber and a brown. Great mix, yeah, I like you. Love you too, Lana, love you too. So now I'm going to go a bit of pure burnt umber for the iris. I should have done the iris first, but we won't worry about that. I'm going to go, the iris is burnt umber, just underneath the pupil, like that. Just like that. Okay, when you can barely even see the difference, but now Bunny looks soulful. Yes. I'm deeper than ultramarine into the mix. It's deeper than ultramarine. Oh, it is. It is so. It is amazing. For me, it's burnt umber and Indanthrone. Oh, and or indigo. Yes, depends on what's the palette. Yes, I love Indanthrone. It is a gorgeous colour. So now I'm going to go. The bunny's dried. The sky's dried behind him. I'm going to go in with a bit more transparent sienna. Get some of that. Clean out that palette there. Pop it into there. Transparent sienna. But I'm going to mix a little bit of burnt umber with it, just to brown it off a little bit more. Still has that red warmth, but it browns it off a little bit more. Oops, I've got that a bit too dark. I'll water that down and take that around the outside of the ear. You can see that he's got different colour fur. I'm just working wet on dry, so the paper underneath has dried already. It is super fast drying today because it's warm. It's the only thing about watercolours here, they dry. It dries literally in seconds. I actually started using Indanthrone as my warm primary blue in the palette, and it works great. I have some ultramarine mixing granulation, but it's not a go-to for me. Yeah, blue, cobalt turquoise. Oh my goodness. I love making my greens with turquoise. I do that all the time. I don't know what I drew birds the other day. I painted birds, and I used cobalt turquoise as it mixed to make the green. And I did that in my budgies as well. It makes a beautiful mint green and a real citrusy green. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to come down here, and I'm trial and error. Like I just mix whatever and hope for the best. I think we were discussing this the other day. I think my absolute favourite blue ever is indigo, and my second favourite is turquoise. I know we get along. It's like we have the same palette. I know. We have the same taste in art. I think we love our same animals, and we love our natural colours. So I'm just going to blend this out, and I'm just going to soften that. And you can see this paper allows you to blend. It's really forgiving paper. It's a really nice paper. Highly recommend it. He's got a little bit of grey on him. I haven't put his little bit of brown on his nose either. I better put that on. Go, can't forget that. Pop a little bit. around here, like that, because he'll start to get his little texture on his little schnoz. We even choose the same references. It seems, I know! We do have the same taste. We do have the same taste. We should, you know what we should do, Lana? See, this brings us into a perfect teamwork effort. We should do a what do they call that when you work together to do a piece? Or you create your own piece in the other person's style, because we've got the same style, it wouldn't be that hard. We could both, or you know what we could do? We could do a video and we could both do the same reference with our own interpretations of it. That could be fun. Because, I mean, we do have very similar styles, but you love granulation. I'm not a granulation person. I don't like granulation. That's why I love my Sennelier colours as well. They don't granulate as much. That's one of the reasons I liked some Daniel Smith, but a lot of it's granulating and I'm not a fan. Okay. Thank you, Joe. Soulful bun. Here's my soulful bun. We got lots of wild bunnies around at the moment. Oh my goodness. So many wild bunnies. Now I'm going to use Cobalt Blue, super duper duper diluted, into the shadows. That still looks strong there, but you'll see once I drag it around, it'll pale it right up. I'll bring that into the shadows to create the shaded areas on the bun. On the little bun. He does have a little bit of brown on the tips of his toes. Granulation can give those nice effects of separation. Yeah, I get the appeal, but I just like my smooth. I'm a smooth girl. The experiment sounds fun. I think we might even have a similar approach to painting. Yes, I think we should do it, Lana. I think we should do it. Let's do it. Let's get together. We'll work it out. We'll find a reference, and we'll both do our own version of that reference. And I'm not fussed with anything. It can be anything. I'll share my version of the bunny. Oh, awesome! I saw a hare once. They are huge. Hares are huge. Hares are monstrously huge. I had a pet hare once. We found him in the gutter as a little baby, as a kitten, because they call baby bunnies kittens. And we found him in the gutter, and so we raised him. And he grew to be about 2 feet long. Like, he was monstrously huge, and he was the most loyal bunny. But when he stretched out, he was huge. He was like a meter long. Um, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I can't wait to see it. And now I'm going to add that indigo just into the top of the shadow part of that blue in his ear. Got a little snip of it there. Just drop that in while that's still wet and let that bleed around. And then come down under here. That indigo, get a bit more. I need a bit more of that indigo. And I find the Schminky indigo is very like Indanthrone. It is very close. Now I've also got to add, and I tend to use blues a lot in my shadow colours. Now what brush am I using? I'm using my Bohemia brush. I got this from my friend's art shop in a couple of towns away. She's got a beautiful little art shop. Hares are huge. Their ears are as tall. Hang on, what is that? Their ears as tall as bunnies. Yes. Now I'm also going to add the toes, the little brown bits on his toes. Come around here. I've got to keep an eye on the time because I'm going to have to call this one very soon because I've got to start work at 10:30 and it's 10 o'clock. So I thought I would do the fastest stream you've ever seen with the simplest impression of a bunny that I can do in like 15-20 minutes. I've literally cut this so fine, but I'm like, I had to hang out with you guys. I missed you. I missed streaming yesterday, and I missed it terribly. I love streaming, so thank you for hanging out, guys and girls. So I'm gonna take a little. I'm just gonna use the very tip of my brush to add whiskers. Oops, very tip. Same on the eyes. We have lots of wild bunnies in the fields, but I rarely see hares. Yeah, we get a mixture of everything. We get hares and bunnies. And kangaroos. Lana, check out my shorts videos because I popped up last night. I went down the paddock because I had one of the ponies that escaped, and I had to go and put him back in his paddock, and there was a kangaroo with a joey, and it let me close to it, so I filmed it, and I popped it up on my shorts. They're the cutest. The joey's in the pouch, and oh my god, it's a heart-meltingly beautiful little thing. I was just like, I got all like, oh my god, I love baby kangaroos. Baby kangaroos are the cutest thing ever. They are. Oh, baby wombats are even cuter, but baby kangaroos are just heart-meltingly adorable. They're like a giant rabbit, like a giant baby bunny. And weasels. I've never seen a weasel. We don't have hedgehogs. We have echidnas, but they're sort of a they're the Australian version. They're very cute. They've got long little noses though. Long little noses like an anteater. They're our anteater, our Australian anteater, and we've got those here. They're so cute. I followed one around. It was out the front eating the ants, and I just followed it around watching it, getting photos of it. It was so cute. Right, I am absolutely gonna have to call this. That was, how long did that take? That was 26 minutes it's taken from start to finish. It just shows you can do a simple, fun, quite nice watercolour. That would make a great little Easter present for someone. Or even a Christmas present if you stuck it on a Christmas card. I've actually bought some postcards that I'm going to start making um, postcards for Christmas as gifts. So it's something you can give. It doesn't cost you anything except the time it takes to make it, and people get to keep them forever. So it's another nice gift. Thank you, Lana. And it shows you put some pressure on yourself to do something quick, and it's amazing how sometimes it makes you simplify everything. I haven't even had a sip of my cup of tea. It made me simplify the whole picture. So it's very, very basic, but it shows you how you can create a nice little piece very quickly. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Lana. Um, Thank you everyone who's popped in and out. I have had an awesome, fun 25-minute stream. But I have to go because I've got to go to work. So I will see you. I'll be back tomorrow for a normal stream. I will be back in the morning. Pop some suggestions in chat. If you want to see me do anything, Lana, I'll keep an eye out for your bunny. Um, yeah, but pop any suggestion of what you want to see me draw tomorrow because I'll have a few hours tomorrow. So, yeah, pop any suggestion in chat what you want to see and I will draw that for you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out. Haven't even got time to rate. I've got to run and I've got to put my shoes on and I've got to do everything that I've got to do. Finish my cup of tea that I haven't even started and go to work. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you all. Have a great one.